Hello and welcome to Careers Uncovered. I'm in Cardiff with Peer Action Collective to find out how people like Cameron use the skills they learn in PSHE to make their local community a better place.
My name's Cameron. I work in Peer Action Collective Cymru. My role within PAC is as the deputy lead. That involves leading a team of peer researchers between the ages of 16 and 20, and we go out and we do some interviews and field work looking into violence amongst children and young people.
So can you tell me a bit more about the work you do day to day?
We want to make something creative and visual, like a documentary or testimonials or even a short film or a music video. There's little things like that that we can do to bring the creative element for young people to get a visual and more connection and interest into the work that we do.
Can you tell me more about the link between PAC, Peer Action Collective, and the co-op?
If it wasn't for the co-op, we wouldn't be able to do social action. And these big impactful changes, even little changes that go into communities, wouldn't be a thing. The direct link between PAC and the co-op is co-op fund Peer Action Collective, and they fund our social action side of things. With all of our research, we can take our findings, and with the co-op funding, we can create a big social action. For example, what we've done before is create a framework. So the framework is a guide for professionals to use and follow on how to engage and communicate with young people. In Swansea, we found graffiti was a big problem, that we linked that to violence amongst children and young people. We got young people together, instead of being on the street just spray painting tags and stuff. We got them to design this big, beautiful piece of art, and we stuck it on the YMCA building in Swansea. That's their voice. They want to go out and do these things, but there's nothing offered to them. In my area, there used to be a few youth clubs here and there around, but they all got demolished and out of funding and stuff like that. And I noticed crime rates along my areas have gone up. So I took it into my own hands and I created my own youth club. This youth setting helped loads of young people create new friends and build relationships and just have a safe place as well.
Great to hear a little bit more about the sort of stuff you get up to as well with that funding from the co-op, and especially hearing about the initiatives that you've created. So how do you decide on those initiatives, where you sort of allocate your money, your time, and your resource?
It can be from passion from young people, especially the peer researchers in a team. They have their own lived experiences. Our young people will just choose what they want to do. We don't put any restrictions on it. If someone comes to us and presents this insane idea, no matter the budget, because we always tell the young people, design something, but don't think about money as a problem. How can we help these people that we want to help? And they will come to us with this big idea. And then we're like, okay, we can look at this, we can break it down, and we can definitely do this. That's one of the key things, and that's what I love about it as well. I've always had a passion for creating short films, writing scripts and little books and things like that. I always wanted to go into the media industry. But then throughout my final years of high school, when I was going through the roughest time ever, I was torn also between helping young people. So I was thinking along the lines of youth worker, social worker, that kind of thing. So I didn't really get an understanding of what youth work was back then. I'm a very stubborn person overall. So when I have my heart set on something or an idea, I like to see it all the way through. The point of PAC is that we hire young people who are just passionate. That's our main thing. We don't care about skills. As long as you're passionate and you want to help people, we will teach you from there. We help progress people's skills. Before, when it came to public speaking, I would never present a presentation ever, but now I've presented in the Senate in a room of hundreds of people.
It sounds like following your passion is about doing something that's meaningful to you, but also taking the skills you've got, whether, for you it's film and videography, but that might be an individual skill or a hobby you've had that you can put your flavor on the product you're creating.
Just following your passion as a word of advice. Nothing is too big. You just have to put your mind to it. I didn't plan on getting a job until I was 18. Then I was also able to bring my creative element of film into the role that I'm doing now and create short films for PAC, testimonials for PAC, podcasts for PAC. Go in with an open mind and definitely voice what you want to do is so vital, because you can make a change.
So you've heard from Cameron about the skills he uses and the work he does. Now it's your turn to try that for yourself. In this lesson, you'll get to take on the role of a local ambassador, coming up with an initiative to tackle food poverty.